Greetings all, J-Man is back with you from Meadow Sharks, and I'm here at a small community park in Florida. I've been here once before, but I'm ready to get after it. This is kind of a special place because I found a really neat St. Lazarus gold, 14K gold necklace here. And it was kind of after I'd been going through a rough time in my personal life. So that really encouraged me. A link to that video will be in the description. But at any rate, it's mild weather today. It's in the 50s and it's pretty cloudy, as you can see behind me. Hopefully it'll be decent enough weather where I can have a good hunt here. So let's get after it. J-Man out. Hey y'all, so I've made a rookie mistake here. In my excitement of packing up last night, I forgot my pouch and my normal pinpointer, the Garrett Carrot. But I do have a handy backup pinpointer, the White's Bullseye, which I can just keep in my pocket. Thankfully I had that in my trunk. I don't have my gloves though, and I don't have my pouch, so I'll have to make do without that. But I should still be able to have a good hunt. So there you have it, J-Man out. A nice 25, 24 signal. It's near a basketball goal. Let's get it. Hey y'all, so for my backup pinpointer today, I'm using this White's. It says 120 millimeter Bullseye 2. I kind of inherited this from my brother, the Silver Stingray, and I don't know where he picked it up. He kind of had forgotten about it at one point, but he said I could use it, so that's really cool. Really glad I had that in my trunk today. But one thing about this is it takes a 9-volt battery, which I checked. Thankfully I had a spare battery in my trunk. And you have to hold this button down and keep it depressed while you work your spot. Okay, here we go. So our first target is a Lincoln Memorial Penny. So that's a good sign. I'm hoping it's an old copper one. Let's see if we can tell on the light. Okay, so I think this one says 1968, but we'll let you know for sure in the wrap up. Glad to get it. So I've moved about 30 feet behind the basketball goal, the grassy area. I'm getting a 25, 26, a good 10 inches deep. Let's get that too. Okay, I believe it's in the clump. Just trying to adjust the sensitivity. Okay, got something. It's an old coin. It's like a dime. Been there a while. So we're happy to get our first dime, but I think it's just modern clad. Next up, your horseshoe area. Getting a 27. 26, about 10 to 12 inches deep, so let's get that too. Okay, so let's get after it. Here's something. It's like our first quarter. It's surprising that it rang up so low, but it's pretty worn. Been there a while. So I'm glad to get a quarter on the board. This is what a quarter looks like when it's really been affected by the soil. It's really pink looking. You can still see Old George on it. I think it's a statehood design, but I'll have to clean it up and tell you more in the wrap-up. So after finding the quarter, about 30 to 40 feet behind the basketball goals and near the horseshoe pit area, I'm getting another possible quarter signal. A little bit low for a quarter, 27, 28. That's about how my last signal rang up. Let's show you. Okay, so we're working this possible quarter area. I feel something. Not a quarter. Let's see what that is. Is that an old can lid or something? I don't know if there's a design on it or what I've got here. Maybe that'll clean up into something. It's heavy, thick and heavy. And there might be a design on it. Let's see if we can rinse that off and show you better in a minute. Okay, so now I can tell what this is, I believe. I think it's a replica of an Indian head nickel, or buffalo nickel. That's made bigger in size. It's too bad it's damaged here, but that's how I found it. I don't think I damaged it with my shovel at all, because it was back in the edge of the hole. I think it just got corroded by the whatever fertilizer or pesticides are applied to this park. But there you see it, the Indian head logo on the front, and then the buffalo design, United States of America, 5 cents. So that's my neatest find so far. I just wish it were in a little better shape. One thing I'm noticing out here, which is unfortunate, is tire tracks. Looks like some youngsters were doing donuts or the like here, because there's tread marks here. And then the parking lot where I came in is a royal mess too. Hey y'all, so I'm having fun detecting here, and thankfully the skies are clearing up a little bit. The wind is dropping down a little. So I think I'll stay here at least another 30 minutes to an hour and see if I find anything else good. So there you have it. Well, it started to rain, lightly drizzle again, but I think I can still dig. All the blue sky has disappeared for a while. And my machine is chattering away, so if I stay near this goal, I'm going to have to lower the sensitivity. But I'm working a 25 signal, maybe another Lincoln Memorial. Let's see. Got something. Hey, also, right when I was working on this signal, possible Lincoln Memorial penny or modern penny, my card was full on my GoPro, so I'm going to have to switch to the old iPhone. Oh, here it is. It's a coin. Hey, yes! We got our first wheat penny. Hot dog. Really glad to get a wheat penny here. That's a really good sign. It's the first old coin I found at this park. So let's see if we can get a year on it for you. All right. So this deep, dark brown wheat penny turns out to be from 1948. Hey y'all, so it's coming up on about 2 hours that I've been out at this little community park in rural Florida, northeast Florida. And I was thinking about maybe moving to another park, but then I found that WHEATIE. Now I've got another mid-20 signal. Here it is. Back on the board with the, looks like another dime. Just a modern one, but still glad to get it. So I was once told that my maternal grandmother had a favorite song called Pennies from Heaven, an old classic. Well, maybe she's looking out for me today, because I see at least 3 pennies in this parking area. So let's get those. We just got to take those, get the cloud count going up today. Penny here, another penny here, and then a third penny right there. Looks like a shield penny. We'll go back over it with a detector to see if there's any others, but I love it when you just get surface fine pennies. And that one's from I think it says 1970. So that's cool. All right, so I'm working a 11, 12 signal. Darn it, there goes my machine again with a strong wind gust. At least I'm on a board with my first nickel of the hunt. Let's keep going. Hey, also I moved back between the basketball goals and one of the access roads to this park, and I'm getting a low 30 signal. Could be a quarter, but it was a little bit jumpy. Let's see what we got. Oh, cool. Yes. Got our first toy car of the hunt. All right. I don't think it's too old. Yellow convertible. I think it says Malaysia, but I'm not really sure. I'll have to clean it up and tell you a lot more. I think it might be a Hot Wheels. Hey all, so I hear a train whistle in the distance, but across the road I think I see a small hawk or something. Let's see if we can see him any better. About as close as I can zoom up on him. Might be a hawk, I'm not sure. Maybe I can get closer and he won't fly off. It's about as close as I can get because there's a ditch in front of me. Just hanging out. Hey all, J-Man is back with you from Metal Sharks, and this is a wrap up from my hunt at the community park in rural Florida on Sunday, February 12th. So up here are my coin finds. And for starters, I got this quarter from 1983, 4 modern dimes, a modern nickel, and then these, this 7 pennies up here near the top are older pennies. And this was the best coin find of the day, a wheat penny from 1948. And that's my first wheat penny of the year, I believe. And then I got a 63, a 64, and a 68, a 70, a 77, and then a 1982. And down here, there's 14 more modern pennies. Now, this was an interesting piece. It looks like a replica nickel with the Indian head design on one side and then the buffalo on the other. Too bad it's pretty chewed up from being in the dirt so long, so not sure what to do with that. Then this is a Hot Wheels car made in Malaysia from 1997, and then it has another word there I can't quite make out. Maybe I can do a little bit more cleaning and soaking to try to restore that a bit. And so it looks like Corona Extra won the beer cap war this time, though Victoria gave Corona Extra a run for its money. This looks like a pretty old cap of some type. So that's about it, and we hope you enjoy this one. J-Man out.